Hi, my name is Marco Sobravinas, real estate broker of GTA Home Living, powered by Real Estate Homeward Brokerage. We are going to take a walking and bicycle tour today of Woodbine Lumsden, which is a community within E03 in the east end of Toronto. Before we begin the Woodbine Lumsden tour, if you want to know everything about living in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, both the good and maybe the not so good, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you'll be the first to know about the current real estate market in Toronto. My name is Marco, and my realtor partners and I get calls, texts, and emails every day from people just like you looking to move to or within Toronto, either moving up or downsizing. We truly love helping people, and whether you're moving in 9 or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We'd be happy to help you buy and or sell. We have highlighted the city of Toronto, and it'll zoom in. So now we are east of the Don Valley, the Don River. That is that border there you're seeing. North of the Danforth, Victoria Park, and then the border comes across the top here and rejoins the Don. We are going to be doing a walking and cycling tour of Woodbine Lumsden, a specific community here. And there's Woodbine Lumsden. Now, as you can see, the Danforth is south of this area. It's along here by roughly a block to 2.5 blocks. So the community of Woodbine Lumsden doesn't go all the way south to the Danforth. Ends just a little bit above. It's along here. I'll highlight it right now. And it goes east over to Main Street. And just below its southern border is the Main Street subway station. Quite a major station, as we'll see. And there's also the Danforth GO station as well, just south of the Danforth. Following the border north, it's Main Street on the east side, and it extends right into Taylor Creek, which is part of a gorgeous cycling and walking path down in this ravine. Lots and lots of trees. No cars allowed down here. It's for cyclists and pedestrians. Very, very nice park. And it extends, Woodbine Lumsden extends northwest underneath the O'Connor Bridge and then curves down south again along Woodbine. There's no actual exit out here from the park. This is just the border of Woodbine Lumsden. So heading south along Woodbine, and that creates the entire border of Woodbine Lumsden. And by the way, at this corner, just outside the border of Woodbine Lumsden, is the Woodbine subway station. So that connects, obviously, as a subway along the Danforth, the number 2 line, basically. And here we are back at the southeast corner of the Woodbine Lumsden community. We're actually about a block south of the community at Main Street Station. Very major station, subway, streetcar, and bus. Moving over 1 block west along the Danforth, Shoppers Drug Mart, obviously a convenient amenity. There it is on the map. Again, we're just slightly south of Woodbine Lumsden, and across the street, also marked, Sobeys, major grocery store. We're going to travel across the Danforth to the other subway station at Woodbine. And before we get to Woodbine, we're going to pass along Value Mart. We're now right on Woodbine, about to hit the Woodbine subway station, one west of Main Street Station. We're now heading north along Woodbine itself. And as you can see, it's rather busy. Apartment buildings, semis, detached. But there's also condo. This condo building here is actually I've done a few showings here. It's a very well-run, old-school condo building. And going along Woodbine, which is a bit busier street. But now we've turned into Woodbine Lumsden. We're south of Lumsden, and as you can see, it is much, much quieter. Two-lane streets, mature trees, and we're heading north of Lumsden now. We're in the northwest sector of Woodbine Lumsden, and this is very typical. You've got the old school bungalow and a brand new two-story. Here's renovated 2 stories next to a bungalow, next to another 2-story. As you can see, a lot of them are detached, although there are a few semis here as well. D.A. Morrison Middle School, that's grade 7 and 8. We're in the middle of Woodbine Lumsden right now. And heading north to Cosborn. Before we hit Cosborn, there is the East York Curling Club, run by the City of Toronto. It's public. And directly across on Cosborn, right on the north side, is Stan Wadlow Park. A very large park with a lot of facilities. Here we're standing in the middle of a couple of baseball fields. You can see just how big this park is. Jay's Care Foundation sponsors some of the programs here. East York Memorial Arena is inside one of the buildings at the northwest corner. If you go north, the Stan Wadlow Clubhouse, you've got gym facilities in here. And in the northwest corner of Stan Wadlow is an outdoor pool with a super slide, very popular in the summer months, obviously for kids and families. And a skate park on the east side. Now, Taylor Creek is immediately north of Stan Wadlow, and it is the entrance to the interconnecting walking path and bike path that connects to the Don Valley and Don River. And this path can get you all the way to downtown Toronto with hardly any motorized traffic. It's all for bikes, pedestrians, joggers, and so on. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous path. We're about to go right parallel to Taylor Creek. We're heading northwest and about to get to the northwest corner of the Woodbine Lumsden community. So you can see just beautiful down here. There is the O'Connor Bridge, and now we're heading back east along the bike path, more or less to Main. And we are now on Main Street. Again, this is the east border of Woodbine Lumsden, as you can see. And let's take a look at a few more houses in the neighborhood. Again, this part of Lumsden, this part of Main, north of Lumsden, is very quiet. And you can see 2 stories, bungalows, again, a lot of detached. East York is known for a lot of detached lots. Again, bungalows alternating with 2 stories, often new builds, as you saw on the left there. We're curving around at the very north end of Main Street.
and we're going to turn into Westlake Crescent, circular street, not really used as a thoroughfare. Very, very quiet street, and the houses on my right back onto the Taylor Creek bike path that we were on just a few minutes ago. So this is a very desirable street, and again, very, very quiet. It's circular, so you end up back on Westlake Avenue anyway, so you tend not to have very much traffic along here. One of my favorite streets in the Woodbine Lumsden community. And now we'll finish off the tour. We're back on Westlake Avenue, heading south back to the Danforth. So I hope that gave you a really good feel and an idea of the Woodbine Lumsden community. It is very conveniently located along the Bloor-Danforth line between the Woodbine and Main Street stations. And you're a very short walk to the first GO station east of Union. And that will basically take you down to Union Station, downtown Toronto, in minutes. Great quiet neighborhood. Mostly residential, as you can see, a lot of detached houses, along with some semis, but a lot of detached lots. And it is a great value in the city of Toronto. I hope that tour was useful, and we'll see you again soon.